Libertà, giustizia divina. Libertà, libertà, giustizia. Abbasso.
The current situation in Iran is characterized by three main aspects: the people's uprisings and protests aimed at overthrowing the mullah's regime, the emergence of organized resistance activities, and the regime's inability to provide solutions for social, economic, and political issues. Additionally, it emphasizes the right of the Iranian people to defend themselves against the Revolutionary Guards and the recognition of their right to overthrow the dictatorship of the mullahs. It calls for the establishment of a democratic republic based on the separation of religion from the state. Thanks to Mr. Pozzolo for organizing and helping to organize this. A very sincere and very supportive greeting to Mrs. Maryam Rajavi. Thank you for your speech, as always very clear, very coherent, like all the times we have listened to it in the past. We are increasingly realizing that the regime ruling Tehran is dangerous for international security and a great harm to Iranian society. An extraordinary people, with a great history and ability, but unfortunately, this regime holds back and kills all the features, possibilities and potential of the Iranian people.
I think not only on my own behalf and that of senatorial or parliamentary colleagues, but for everybody here present. It is an honor and a privilege to stand, or at this particular moment in time to sit, if you will, shoulder to shoulder with one of the bravest, most principled, and most visionary women in the world, and I refer to Maryam Rajavi. Appeasement fails. The only thing that dictators respect is strength. So we must not allow them to foster an atmosphere of appeasement.
In passato ad altri eventi del National Council e sostengo completamente I 10
I have already
punti
taken part in
del
previous
piano
initiatives of the
approvato
National
da
Resistance
Maryam
Council
Rajavi,
and wholeheartedly support the 10-point program
Presidente
announced by
del
Council
National
President Maryam
Council.
Rajavi. While some provisions of this program have been mentioned, allow me to remind you of those that I consider of utmost importance. These include free elections, freedom of speech, the abolition of the death penalty, gender equality, the separation of religion in the state, and a transformed Iran, devoid of nuclear weapons. Additionally, it emphasizes the autonomy of various ethnic groups. These values unequivocally represent peace, democracy, and freedom, which we also cherish and embrace. I was filled with great enthusiasm to be here and have direct contact with you. 2 years ago, I had the exhilarating experience of being in direct contact with your resistance in Tirana, at Ashraf 3. Those moments hold immense significance for me because they provided an opportunity to gain an objective understanding of the realities that might seem unbelievable and subjective from a distance. Witnessing the strength and determination of the women and men in the resistance was an incredibly motivating and impactful experience for me. This year, in Paris, I felt that same connection once again. The motivation behind my actions in the Senate has been to share this experience with others and work towards the cause we believe in. Good day everyone. I am delighted to be here in Paris and now in Rome for this extraordinary event. I firmly believe in the power of women, which, of course, can only be achieved in partnership with men. Together, we can attain the essential freedom that the entire world needs, including ourselves, but most importantly, for all of you. I extend my heartfelt appreciation for all your remarkable abilities, and the passionate smiles that I have witnessed today, as well as during the Paris World Summit.
Good evening everyone. I am deeply honored to be part of this event that once again highlights the importance of women's rights worldwide.
I bring you greetings from the Equal Opportunities Commission of Marche Province, which I am privileged to chair. I also convey the warm regards of the other 12 provincial commissions, as delegated by our national president and our coordinator, Dosi Marcolina. We extend our special greetings to Maryam Rajavi, President of the National Council of Resistance of Iran. It is essential to emphasize that we stand firmly alongside women and all those who fight for freedom each day. I firmly believe that this is a significant moment for Italy, as it represents the culmination of ongoing work and friendship that has been developing for years. In recent months, these ties have grown stronger between Italian politicians and your movement, as well as with you personally, in support of the cause you are fighting for. The result of these policies. In the last 10 years, Iran's economic growth has reached almost zero, that is nothing. Meanwhile, 11 million people have been added to Iran's population. The inflation rate has reached about 70%. The economic situation of the country is a mirror of the last era of this religious dictatorship regime, which means that this religious dictatorship has reached the end of the line. I have read 10-point plan of Mrs. Rajavi. It talks about universal suffrage, equality between men and women, freedom of the press, pluralism, and parliamentarism. None of those 10 points is something that anyone in Italy or the world that considers itself to be libertarian would disagree with. So, if this is the basis of the movement, this program is also the basis of our movement. The signing of this statement by the majority of Italian parliaments is a confirmation that the belief in the National Council of Resistance of Iran and the People's Mujahideen, which make up a large part of this broad council led by Mrs. Maryam Rajavi, is accurate, well known, and deep-rooted.